Herman!
Where?
Here! You're Herman Toothrot, the hermit of Monkey Island!
I am? Who are you?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Guybrush Threepwood? And I thought my name was stupid.
Your memory seems to be slipping.
Is it? I can't remember.
What do you remember?
Mostly a lot of staggering around. Then a weird kid named Sheepgood showed up and told me my name was Herman.
Well, it's nice to see that whatever scrambled your brain hasn't affected your sense of humor. At all. Think hard. Do you remember anything else?
I remember being asked a bunch of nosy questions, fancy boy.
What's the earliest thing you remember?
This isn't some sort of regression therapy, is it?
I don't think so.
'Cause I don't want to wake up thinking that I've been kidnapped by aliens or something.
Just try to remember as far back as you can.
Let's see, ow!
What?
I remember waking up next to my hammock with a bump on my noggin.
When?
Oh, a couple hours ago.
You can't remember back more than a couple of hours?
I guess not. Is that a bad thing? I can't remember.
So your memory still doesn't reach back more than a couple of hours?
Not since I woke up next to my hammock, no.
I think I'll plumb the murky depths of your memory later.
Whatever.
How are things on Monkey Island?
This is an island?
I need some help.
Get him. I'm the one with no memory and he wants my help.
Do you remember where you parked your ship? I really need to get back to Melee Island.
I have a ship? I thought I was a hermit.
Well, yeah, but...
Do I have a cell phone, too?
But...
A hermit with a ship. Shit.
So you really don't know where your ship is?
Nope. Of course, I don't put much stock in this mythical hermit ship of yours.
You probably don't know how to counteract an ultimate insult, do you?
What's that?
It's a big evil voodoo thingamajig.
Voodoo? What's that?
This isn't helping. Let's talk about something else.
Try and make it something recent, pants boy.
See you later, Herman.
Who?
Herman?
Where? Ow! What the heck you trying to... Hey! I'm Herman Toothrot.
Herman, you got your memory back.
Some of it. I still don't remember you.
This is gonna be harder than I thought. How's your memory?
I don't know. Ask me something.
What do you remember?
Well, I remember building this campground and trying to keep the monkeys from stealing my bananas. Then some bozo whacked me with a coconut.
Do you remember anything else?
I remember being annoyed by some fancy-pants pirate.
What's the earliest thing you remember?
Let me think. I remember waking up in the middle of a clearing next to a milk bottle.
A milk bottle?
Yep. Probably had something to do with all the explosions going on at the amusement park.
Explosions?
Yep. Some sort of demon zombie ghost pirate blew up the place real good, then sailed off on his ghost ship. All the explosions activated the island's dormant volcano.
When did all this happen?
A few months ago.
So you can only remember the last few months?
That's right. I can't remember a thing before I woke up next to that milk bottle.
I think I'll plumb the murky depths of your memory later.
Whatever.
How are things on Monkey Island?
Things? What things?
Where are all the monkeys?
I think they spend most of their time on the other side of the lava field. Dirty little buggers.
What do you think of Jojo Jr., the talking monkey?
A talking monkey? Are you sure you're not the one with the brain damage? A talking monkey.
What have you been doing with yourself?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, I would.
Oh, well, when the volcano erupted, it ripped open the island's southern canyon. Guess what I found down there?
The real secret to Monkey Island?
Gold! Buckets of the stuff! I've been mining ever since. I even had my banana picker dipped in gold.
Why does a hermit need gold?
Insurance, bucko! The high-flying life of a hermit's fine and dandy now, but I may want to retire someday.
How's the mining going?
I've had to stop.
Why?
I kept hitting a big metal wall.
There's a big metal wall under Monkey Island?
Yep. Who knew?
About this impenetrable barrier under Monkey Island?
Don't remind me, Squinky. All that gold, and I can't get to it.
Let's not talk about Monkey Island right now.
Okie dokie.
I need some help.
I could tell that just by looking at you.
Do you have even the slightest idea where you might have left your ship?
Nope.
You haven't stumbled across any ways to defeat Ozzy and LeChuck, have you?
Who are they?
I was afraid of that. On second thought, I don't think you'll be too helpful in this state.
If you want my help, ask me some questions I can answer.
See you later, Herman.
See you, stranger.
Herman?
Where? Ow! Are you trying to kill me, you rassin' Guybrush?
Herman, you remember me?
Of course! You're the kid who found my banana picker.
You've gotten all your memory back?
I think so. Quiz me, hotshot.
Do you remember the cannibals?
Those jerks! They used to keep stealing my banana picker. Boy, was I happy when they moved away.
Do you remember LeChuck's amusement park?
Yep. Kinda silly if you ask me, sticking an amusement park on a nigh unreachable, mystically obscured island.
I kinda wondered about that myself.
Well, that's LeChuck for you. A nasty piece of work, but not too bright.
Do you remember Dinky Island?
I wish I could forget. I'm still not sure how I ended up there.
LeChuck told me there was a tunnel between Dinky and Monkey Island.
Really? Well, don't that beat all?
Do you remember the caverns to heck under the giant monkey head?
Oh yeah, the caverns of meat. Those caves mysteriously sealed up after you left. It's a good thing, too. We were losing a lot of monkeys down there.
Do you remember anything else?
I remember lots of stuff. I especially remember a snot-nosed kid who wouldn't let a hermit have a little peace and quiet.
What's the earliest thing you remember?
That's a long time ago, Skippy.
Try.
I remember. It's 20 years ago. I'm washing ashore on Monkey Island. My head hurts. There's an accordion next to me on the beach.
An accordion?
Yep. I tried to play the thing for a few years, but I wasn't any good. So I threw it into a field of weeds.
So you really don't remember anything about your life before you washed up on Monkey Island?
Nope.
Let's pour over your mental state later.
Whatever.
How are things on Monkey Island? I need some help.
Don't you always?
Do you remember where you parked your ship? I really need to get back to Melee Island.
Of course I do.
Great!
It's at the bottom of the ocean.
What?
A few months ago, I got to thinking that a hermit with a ship is like a unicycle with training wheels. It just doesn't make much sense. So, in the spirit of genuine hermitity, I sank it.
That's just great. Now I'll have to find some other way off this heck hole of a lush tropical island paradise. You wouldn't happen to know any other ways off Monkey Island, would you?
Don't know, and I don't care. I'm a full-time hermit now.
Oy. Do you know how to fight an ultimate insult?
That sounds familiar. What is it?
It's a voodoo talisman with the power to crush men's souls.
Ultimate insult. Ultimate insult. Nope, never heard of it.
Do you know any secret hermit tricks to defeat LeChuck and Ozymandias?
Why is that name so familiar?
LeChuck?
No, Twerpo! The other one!
Ozymandias? You know Ozymandias?
I don't know. I think. Maybe. Nope. I guess I don't.
Are you sure you can't help me beat Ozzy and LeChuck?
Well, LeChuck you can beat by taking advantage of the fact that he's a big dope. As for Ozzy... Nope. Can't help you.
On second thought, maybe I'll ask for your help later.
Suits me.
See you later, Herman.
Who?
Herman?
Where? Ow! Ouch! What in the name of... Hey, I just remembered where I left my pants.
That's, great, I guess. What about Ozymandias?
Ozymandias? Never heard of him. Wait! Now I remember! Oh no! By Trenton's penny line, this is horrible!
Herman?
Oh? Oh, yeah, that's me. Herman. Listen, Junior, you better take a seat because I got some whale-staggering news to lay on you.
I didn't know whales could stagger, but go ahead.
Okay, first of all, my real name isn't Herman Toothrot.
Really? What is it?
I'll get to that. First, let me tell you how I ended up here on Monkey Island. With nothing but a busted accordion, most of the clothes on my back, and a head full of broken memories.
Is this gonna take a while? I'm in kind of a hurry.
Stow it, Blondie. This is important. Like so many stories, it began some 20 years ago in a bar on the other side of the world. I had been lured out of my peaceful retirement in the Caribbean by the thrill of a dangerous sailing regatta off the coast of Australia.
Australia? Wait a minute.
Hush up, kid. I'm telling a story here.
Sorry?
Anyhow, the night before the competition, I was steeling myself for the race with several pitchers of grog when I was joined at the bar by one of the other competitors, an unhappy Australian tycoon with the unlikely name of Ozzy Mandrel.
No.
Yes. The poor guy seemed so sad, just because no one would do business with him anymore. Well, to cheer him up, I regaled him with stories of my adventures on the untamed Caribbean seas.
So you were the one who told Ozzy about the lucrative development opportunities of the Caribbean?
Yes, but that's not all. The next day, as I reached the race's halfway point, I'd already forgotten the grog-induced revelries of the night before. Suddenly, I found myself being rammed by another boat, pushed into a freakish whirlpool. It was none other than Ozzy.
I hate it when that happens.
It gets worse.
Yipes.
I hadn't just told Ozzy about the wonders of the Caribbean. I'd also told him about all of its terrible voodoo secrets. Secrets that men would kill to possess. I'd told him about the gate to heck known as Big Whoop. I told him about the unbelievable lineage of the three-headed monkey. Worst of all, I told him about the ultimate insult, the voodoo talisman that could make mice out of men.
Remind me to never tell you a secret.
Strangely, the whirlpool didn't kill me. Instead, it dropped me and my shattered ship on the other side of the world. By the time I had righted myself, I had no idea who I was or where I came from. I took the name Herman Toothrot after the remaining letters on my accordion. H.T.
H.T.? Wait a minute, you're not telling me that you're really...
That's right. My real name is Horatio Torquemada Marley.
But you can't be Governor Marley. I mean, everyone knows that H.T. Marley died over 20 years ago, off the coast of Australia, in a boat race.
Grandpa! Get your stinking hands off of me, you blamed octopus!
But sir, we're family. See? I married your granddaughter, Elaine.
Oh, that's just wonderful. I finally rid myself of 20 years of amnesia, and the first thing I learned is that my granddaughter has married the sorriest excuse for a pirate in the seven seas. Somebody get me a coconut so I can go back to being blissfully ignorant.
Grandpa?
Quit calling me that!
That's no way to talk, sir. We're gonna have to work together to defeat Ozzy and LeChuck.
LeChuck's involved too?
Actually, he's the new governor of Malay Island.
Gadzooks! Where's my granddaughter?
She disappeared right after the election.
Whew, that's a relief.
Why?
Because of the one secret I didn't reveal to Ozzy before he tried to kill me.
The real secret of Monkey Island?
Of course not. I'm talking about the secret of the fourth piece of the ultimate insult.
The one that had to do with the governorship of Malay Island? I was wondering about that. What is it?
It's this!
That looks like the Malay Island gubernatorial seal.
It is the official gubernatorial seal of Malay Island. One of them, anyway. A good governor always keeps a spare around, in case the original gets lost. The seal is the key to unlocking the dread power of the ultimate insult. Without it, it's just a funky-looking maraca. Now, Guybrush, this is very important. Where is the other gubernatorial seal?
I guess it's with Elaine. She rarely lets it out of her sight.
That's good. As long as Ozzy and LeChuck don't find her, they'll never be able to make the ultimate insult work.
Ah, good times, free grog, my pockmarked fanny. You should all be ashamed of yourselves. Don't be looking at me, you mangy mongrel. I voted for Elaine, I did.
Well, I certainly didn't vote for that bilge-rat LeChuck.
Well, if none of us voted for him, then why is he the governor? And why are we being forced to build this colossal commemorative statue of him in the center of town? Ah, shut up!
This is horrible. LeChuck has enslaved my people. It's a good thing my grandfather isn't alive to see this. Why is he making them build that statue? What does that have to do with the ultimate insult? What's happened to Guybrush? What's that smell?
Oh, ex-Governor Marley, you're a hard woman to find, you know that?
Obviously, not hard enough. You must be Peg-Nose Pete.
I, the Governor and Mr. Mandrill, have a few questions they'd like to ask you.
Gee, you know, I'd like to, but I have to wash my hair for the next 7 years.
I really must insist.
Drat.
Like I said, as long as Ozzy and LeChuck don't find Elaine, the ultimate insult can never be completed.
Maybe we should come up with a backup plan. Horatio?
Yep.
How does it feel to have your memory back?
How does it feel? Let's see. Before you hit me with that accordion, I was the carefree hermit on a tropical island. Now, I've got a dimwit for a grandson-in-law, a granddaughter who's imperiled by not one, but two beings of unspeakable evil, and the knowledge that every pirate in the Tri-Island area might be wiped out by a mistake I made over 20 years ago. How do you think I feel, Seepgood?
Cautiously optimistic? How am I supposed to defeat the ultimate insult?
You shouldn't have to, as long as my granddaughter keeps the gubernatorial symbol away from those goons.
Well, let's just suppose that something goes wrong. How would I stop an ultimate insult talisman?
That's tricky. I suppose you could just build a bigger ultimate insult talisman. That might work. But
what?
if you wanted it to generate ultimate comebacks, you'd have to master the ancient tongue of the ultimate insult.
How hard could that be?
Pretty dang hard. It's really ancient.
How ancient?
It's monkey jabber.
The language of the ultimate insult is monkey jabber?
Yep. Pretty ancient, huh?
Well, it's a good thing we're on Monkey Island, then. I'm a little unclear on this counteracting the ultimate insult thing.
Cripes. My granddaughter must have had a lobotomy after I left. Listen carefully, Spanky. First of all, you gotta build a big version of the ultimate insult. You'll use this to generate ultimate comebacks. While you're doing that, find some monkeys so you can master the ancient language of the ultimate insult. Lastly, and this is most important, stop bugging me!
How am I supposed to get off this island?
Splinky, I have no idea. Right now, I'd trade all the gold in my mine to bring back my creaky old ship.
See you later, Governor.
Not if I see you first.